Let's go make this precious flag pillow. But first, always remember to share this so it will save to your profile and you can find it when you're looking for it again later. I started with one piece of fabric, 7 inches wide by 18 inches. One piece of fabric, 10 inches wide by 7.5 inches. And 4 pieces of fabric, 4 inches by 4 inches. Now, the first thing I'm gonna do is piece this together. So I'm gonna turn this over and I'm gonna sew right here. And then I'm gonna turn this over and I'm gonna sew right here. And then I'm gonna do just like that. Straight stitch, 1/4 inch seam, back stitching when you start and when you stop. Because my grandma said so.
Thank you, Missouri Star Quilt Company, for sending us these beautiful fabrics from the Red, White, and Bloom collection by Moda.
I've sewn these two together. Now I'm gonna lay them pretty side to pretty side. I'm gonna match up this center seam and I'm gonna sew just like that. Straight stitch, 1/4 inch seam, back stitching when you start and when you stop. And y'all know because my grandma said so.
I say it because it's true. And I love that y'all say it too. And I also love that when I don't say it, one of y'all reminds me that I didn't say it.
Now I've sewn this. So here's the other side of our pillow. I'm gonna show you so y'all can look at it. This is gonna be the stars part, and where the stripes are, I have a whole bunch of this ribbon I got from Hobby Lobby actually, or maybe Amazon. I think Hobby Lobby, but I'm not really sure. But it's hairy on the edges, and I'm gonna lay it on here, and I'm just gonna straight stitch right down the middle on this 10-inch piece, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on the longer piece. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go and sew each one of these just a straight stitch down this way, except for this one. I'm gonna sew these stripes on and these stripes on, and then after I put the pillow together, I'm gonna sew that one down this seam right here. Kind of to help camouflage the seam, and because it'll fit nicely right there. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just sewing mine with a straight stitch, and I'm sewing right down the center of each piece because I like the hairiness of it. Now, y'all know you can pin, clip, whatever you want to do. I'm not, but if you want to, I want you to.
I decided to add a few clips just to hold my ribbon in place so I would know where I wanted them, but I just added a clip at the top just so I wouldn't have to lay it back out every single time I picked up my piece to sew. And after I made this, and only afterwards, did I wish I had used wider ribbon. So if you have something a little wider, I would recommend using that because I think my stripes are a little bit small. But I'm like the rest of y'all. I wanted to make it, and I was using what I had, and this is what I had.
Okay, I've sewn them. Now, here's what our pieces look like. First thing I'm gonna do, I always say the first thing, even if it's like the 75th thing I'm doing. I always say the first thing. Now, I'm gonna turn this over like this, and I'm gonna sew right here, and then I'm gonna open it up, and I'm gonna turn it over and sew right there. Pretty side to pretty side, back stitch when you start and when you stop. 1/4 inch seam, follow the edge of your fabric with the edge of your pressure foot. This is the easiest pillow, and y'all, it's so stinking cute.
And I didn't tell y'all to go iron it because truthfully, I wasn't going to iron mine, but I had to get up and go iron it. Otherwise, it was not going to turn out pretty.
Look how cute the front of our pillow is. Now, I'm going to take one more piece of ribbon, and I'm going to put it right here. Well, maybe I'm not. I don't think I am. Okay, I was going to take this piece of ribbon and put it right here, but I don't think I am. I think I like it just fine, exactly the way that it is. So now we have 2 pieces of fabric, 14 inches by 12 inches. We're gonna take the 14-inch side, and we're gonna fold it over like this, and we're gonna zigzag down that side. And when you zigzag, you're just following your fabric under the center of your presser foot. And you do back stitch when you start and when you stop.
What you don't know is at this moment, it is occurring to me that I'm going to have a random size pillow. I have a pillow form that's 14 by 20 and a pillow form that's 18 by 18. And I've made this pillow 14 by 18. And I'm trying to figure out how exactly I'm going to make this work.
So now you're going to take your piece that you zigzagged and you're going to put pretty side down. Now the pretty side is the side that you did not sew on because you folded the fabric over and you zigzagged on the back side. You're gonna place one pretty side down with the hemmed edge to the center and the other one pretty side down with the hemmed edge to the center. Now, all you're going to do is straight stitch all the way around, just like this. And then you're gonna turn it right side out and we're gonna put a pillow form in it. Straight stitch, 1/4 inch seam, back stitching when you start and when you stop, because my grandma said so.
But what size pillow form, Tammy? Well, great question. That's exactly what I'm asking myself. So I thought I can make a 14 by 20 pillow form work. I went to get one and I don't have one. So I guess I'm going to cram an 18 by 18 inch pillow form inside this pillowcase.
Now we're going to turn it right side out. Push out your corners. Finger, chopstick, handy dandy tool. Do not use your scissors. And when you do, and you're hearing me in your head while you're fixing that hole, just know I've been there too. Too many times. Oh my goodness, y'all, so cute. Now we're gonna put our pillow form inside of it. You know, we really should start sewing for July 4th in like February at Valentine's Day. Because once you get started with Memorial Day and July the 4th and all the patriotic stuff, there's so much cute stuff to make. Oh my goodness, look how cute this is. My name is Tammy. I'm your favorite sewing teacher, and I would love for you to come sew with me.